EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his first look is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
He'll be brought down by the sack. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw his Carr. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So, turn, and that'll start the next down.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still run the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really wanted him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll lead him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly and attack him because right now they kind of have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And we're having past midfield almost to the 30 before they take it down. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 22 carries, 107 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 32. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Carr. Able to shake him off. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense for the Broncos last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turnovers in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. First play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. It's still trailing. It's 7-3. Some larger shrinks there as they get the field goal to drive a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the game. And holding call set him up with not great field position.
They tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Big hold of the 30.
If you were me,
to the 33-yard line.
Good job, good job.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On first down, Williams takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken in by the tight end Finn. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call a no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Carr now to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Trying to side the field, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back Chubb racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good. Here cuts the deficit to 14-6 now. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them. Charles at least get points in 3.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Denver's offense ready to go again. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. So first and 10 now from the 30. Carr going to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 5 yards remain on second down. Here's Carr. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. I can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They start the second half here with Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, it's hard to have vision vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
He'll fire one downfield for Phillip. He's got it complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 79 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. His throw's going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returning is Peppers. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game?
He's got his tight end fan. Right home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
There he goes right side. return from a few steps into the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Corey Middleton there on the tackle.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. With a 3rd and 9 situation. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
He's across midfield with a 21-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Broncos first down.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Yeah, carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This down to the 10. Now they've got it 1st and goal. A good A chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a downward score. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Carr now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Carr now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. There was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Carr. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas. 2nd down and goal. Carr. And it's Carr. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. To throw, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally. And here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos aren't able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And everything here. This one is yet they return it for a touchdown.
Continue to fight, don't they?
So now they have the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rolling it into the end zone for 6. And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. In the fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
The guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Judy. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together.